Hello and welcome to the Gamers Table. It is Monday, and we're reviewing
Epic Spell Wars of the Battle Wizards. Duel at Mount Skullzfyre.
That's a long title.
for a simple game.
Once upon a time, there was a world filled to the brim with radical magic. And not pussy magic like rabbits in hats or shit like that. No, it was kick-ass magic, where one guy blows another guy's head off with like a fireball or something. You know, ball-rocking magic. And it goes on for the whole page. It's full of flavor.
Little disclaimer at the start of this video.
Yes.
What does it say? Saucy language? It says somewhere on here about, I think on the bottom of the box, about saucy language.
Yeah.
Cartoon violence.
This isn't your regular fonts and here the rule book nice and colorful. And
there it is. Attention. Contains spicy language and extreme cartoon violence. Yes.
you got your cards, your treasure cards, you got your spell component cards.
Character and health cards. Your rule book. Your box. Yes, we've
and
got
dice.
And
dice.
Skullzfyre Mountain.
Dead Wizard cards.
Dead
You've
Wizard
got
cards.
your treasure cards, and you've got your spell cards.
You get a hand of 8 cards. Everybody starts with 8 cards for the first round anyway. And the idea is you're trying to cast spells at the other guys. So you'll pick 1, 2, or 3 of the cards. You can either make all 3 source, quality, and delivery. I had it right. Or you could do like source delivery, source quality, any 3 or 2 or 1 in combination you want, but you just can't double anything.
Yeah, no two sources, no two middles or whatever.
And a single card will go ahead of somebody who's played 2 cards. Somebody who's played 2 cards will go ahead of somebody who played 3 cards. If you get down to 3 cards, you go by the initiative number on the delivery.
Or even if there's more than one person with 1 or 2 cards, if someone put the delivery in as one of those 1 or 2 cards, then they also go by the initiative. So in the case of a tie on number of cards, it goes by the initiative on the delivery. If there's a tie for whatever reason, you just roll the dice.
Roll a die!
Highest goes first out of those.
And if you tie those, you do rock, paper, scissors.
But some of the cool spells you can cast, like the Death Fairies, Two-Faced, just trying to find an end, Power Vortex. Just the different combinations of the spells can be kind of humorous. You know, you say it in your wizard's voice, and then you go through your spell from the start to the finish card and determine what happens. Like some of the treasure you got Lady Luck's Brazier, the Fister Cannon, the Thinking Cap, Lady Luck's Garters, the Joker's Wild Codpiece, the Woodlord's Clogs, Moccasins of Mana,
and
lots
many,
of different.
many others.
And when you make the spell together, like the artwork is really neat on this, because all the spells will work together to make one picture. The beginning, middle, and end.
Yeah, certain elements of the artwork will kind of flow together to make a consistent picture. And the banner goes across the center will be the title of the spell, which you could read out at the start of, when you're casting it. So
that's actually part of the rules.
Professor Presto's catastrophic, what does that say? Nuclear meltdown. And it's actually spelled nuclear.
There's definite strategies on how you build your spells, put them together. You have 8 cards, so you have a good amount of flexibility. You should be able to put a start, middle, and end on most of the time for spells if you want to. But there are times where you want to just play 1 card or 2 cards if you want to try to get your jump on the competition. Because everybody starts with 20 life, but that falls down pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not much to the actual card breakdown. Like each card will tell you in the bottom right corner, if you can't tell by the banner, is whether it's the source, the quality, or the delivery. And then you've basically just got your artwork at the top, and then the part of the spell name. In this case, Professor Presto's. This is a source card, and in the bottom left corner will be a glyph. And there's I can't remember how many different types of glyphs, about 4 or 5.
Yeah, well, there's
you've
primal,
got illusion,
elemental,
arcane,
I think
and there's
6.
the green
Dark.
one, dark, and you already said primal. There's not too many, but depending. Some of them cards, especially the delivery cards, the last one in the spell, will have what you call a power roll, and depending on what you roll, the spell will get stronger, and the damage or whatever else, the healing or whatever you do, will get better. And it also tell you usually the target, the 2 foes on your left, or the one on either side of your weakest or strongest foe or something like that.
So to finish the thought that you started and then derailed your own self.
What did I do?
The icons down the bottom, yeah, you'll roll a die. But
Oh,
if you
yeah,
have
I
two
forgot to
icons,
mention
you roll
that.
2 dice. If 3 of the same icons, you roll 3 dice.
Yes.
So sometimes it's in your favor to have the same icons, but sometimes the card will say you do more damage for every different icon, so then you want to have different elements in your spell. But so, again, it comes down to the strategy. Should I use all the same, or should I use like 3 different ones, or maybe 2 the same and 1 different, or...
Yeah, I didn't quite finish my thought there.
And there's another card that we haven't talked about called the Wild Magic that can go in place of any one of the cards, or even all 3. You can use all 3 if you want. And what happens is you don't reveal your spell right away. You don't even reveal the number until everybody's ready, and then it goes around the table. How many cards you got? How many cards you got? And when it comes time for you to reveal your spell in the turn order, before you do anything else, every wild magic card must be replaced by the card that's supposed to go in that area by flipping over from the draw pile until the first one you find.
Yeah, if you start with, say, a source and then a wild magic card, when you reveal it, you say, okay, it's either a delivery or a quality.
Yeah, and none of your spells are revealed until after you've resolved the turn order, and then in initiative order you'll reveal your spell and play it out, and then the next guy who had the next highest will go, and so on.
Wrapping up for whatever this game is called.
The Spell Wars of the Battle Wizards, Duel at Mount Skullzfyre.
Battle
Yeah.
Wizards. At first, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the humor in it, the type of art, and I'm thinking this might be I don't know. This is going to be too silly or just wacky, and I don't know. Might not enjoy it. But then we started playing it. It's like I like this. This is a lot of fun. There's more strategy to it than I thought. It's a lot of the choice of the cards. The card text you might want to pick. You might get more dice rolls for having all the same glyph on the cards, for your power rolls and that. Or some of the cards might say, oh, you get more power or better results from having a variety of glyphs. And then, of course, you got the initiative order, either choosing 1 or 2 or 3 cards, and then you might be picking them for how much damage they do, or the initiative roll. You might want to go first because the other guys are really low on health and you want to knock them out before they knock you out. Stuff like that. And, Chet.
We didn't talk about that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't talk about the
I'll mention
Dead Wizard cards. Chris can talk about that in his close-up. But I really enjoy this game, too. It's a great, it can be fairly quick, or it could be very long, too, just depending on how much, if you're healing back up again. But I'm going to give this one an 8 myself.
Theme. The theme that this thing comes up with is the idea that some bunch of guys in their teens wrote these in their notebooks as they're going to school. And that's the kind of artwork it looks like. And that's the kind of humor it looks like. I mean, that's where it is. But that's what the theme of this game is all about. It's all about this goofy, we make the kick-ass magic. This is cool. Look at this. This is the nuclear meltdown, man. So that the theme really holds with what this is about. Easy to play, yeah. I mean, you put 3 spell cards in a row. Not really too much to that. I mean, there's a little strategy you can get into as you figure out the game, but it's never going to be hard for somebody to pick this up and play it, which means it's a good game for people who aren't gamers who might enjoy the humor. Again, you get certain people who aren't going to enjoy it because of the humor. But they get the same thing in Cards Against Humanity. People don't like that game just because of the particular brand of humor.
Not quite a family game.
No, definitely not. And fun to play, because it's quick. So even if you're not having a good round, the next round will probably be better. Because you might get to, you need to go first. You're cheating. I'm going to use this impatient card, so no matter what, I'm going first, so I can wipe the guy out.
Jerk.
Okay, won the game. So I will give this one an 8.5.
It's just a lot of fun, and it's a fairly simple game. It's got a lot of take that going on with it. Like, you attacked me for 4, I'm going to make sure I attack you. I don't win very often at this one because of page 4. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of different combinations you can use with creating your spell. Sometimes, you can make a really epic spell for 3, and other times you need to get a spell out quick to kill one of your rival wizards. The object of the game, obviously, is to be the last wizard standing twice. So if you're playing with 3 people, you need like 4 tokens, where we could all possibly win once, and then next person who wins. There's a bit of and there's a bit of a catch-up mechanism in a sense, or like a balancing Like if you get eliminated, you get a dead wizard card. Dead wizard cards will have generally a bonus at the end, or bonus. So at the next round, you get for this. For example, this is Pixie Paradise. After you've drawn your starting hand, next game draw 2 additional cards. This little things. As soon as you die, you get a dead wizard card. And for every round that the combat is still going, you draw another dead wizard card. So they could stack pretty good, where you could start the next round with 25 life per se, like you did the one round, and 10 cards. So it's a bit of a help for the next round, I think.
I give it an 8! So that's it for this episode of The Gamers Table. Tune in next time where we review another game.
And hopefully it's an alpha.